It's how do you define product market fit? And I ask this, some people say there's a definition, and I would say I've asked 50 different VCs and they've all had a different definition. So how would you describe product market fit?
Yeah, I would say for me, product market fits when you have 10 happy customers.
10 happy customers.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No caveats to that. They can't be.
And that's B2B, right?
Yes. And B2B. Yes.
B2B. Okay.
B2B software in particular. Yes. And one's a relative or family connect, all that, then they're complete. Just that's why I'm saying 10, because one may be personal. And so,
Sure.
How do you know they're happy?
That's a great question.
Define happy.
So I look for three things in terms of if they're happy. The first thing is that if they're a passionate reference,
Okay.
they're willing to be a public reference, go social, all that kind of stuff. So they're a passionate believer in the faith. But it's not enough, because I've had deals where I did references and I got this sort of passionate reference and they just churn. So one is passionate reference. The second is that they're an active user. So look for usage metrics, especially amongst the team, to see if it's actively used. And ideally, it's something that just becomes part of their standard workflow. So it becomes a habit, something that you're, if you use it once a year, at least for me, I forget the password, all that kind of stuff. So something that is usage. So that's something that can be measured. And so I like to ask, what's your usage metric? What is it? And if they don't know what their usage metric is, then that probably means they're not tracking it. And then, so usage. And the third is value. And the value test I use, and by the way, usage is important, because if you're passionate is your champion. So you want your champion to be passionate, but we have a lot of customers that churn if the champion leaves.
Yeah.
And so that's when I find that if you have active usage for a standard workflow, then even if your champion leaves, your product is sticky.
Yeah.
So that's why I have the second test of what's a happy customer. And the third test is that even if the team loves it, I've had churn or contraction because we failed the CFO test. Because the CFO is constantly trying to cut budget. And it's the value test and trying to see if the value is more than 3 times the price.
Nice.
Because if it isn't, then I know I'm going to face huge pressure at some point.
Yeah. To our listeners and our viewers, let's recap that, because I think it's so important, right? You've got to have
a passionate champion.
Yep.
Active usage by the team, and then pass the CFO test for value.
And that's 3 times what they're paying. They must see the value.
Yeah.
I think those are really, important. I think that is probably the best product market fit.
Yeah.
Kind of
that's how I define a happy customer, and say you need about 10 of these. And then at that point, because what I'm trying to avoid is deals that I've been into is I invest with these customers. Next thing I know, the customers are leaving.
This clip is brought to you by Fidelity Private Shares, the all-in-one equity management platform built for startups. Fundraising? Download our ebook, The Irresistible Startup, for tips and tricks from our VC friends and guests. Find the link below.
To watch or listen to your favorite episodes of the podcast, go to dwavc.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe,